Look what you made me do. Out with somebody new. Oh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. I think those were the right lyrics. It played in the car right before I got home, and now I'm recording, so it's stuck in my head. Hey, what's up? We're playing more Phoenix, right? I kind of forget exactly if I knew where I was going to be going at the end of my last episode, but I know I was lost for most of it, and I'm not going to get lost once this episode. Okay? Okay. Let's get going. I was in Phoenix's room because I was trying to present him with this. ID card record. IDs of all who entered the evidence room. So, we went to the police department. We went to the criminal affairs department. Where did Gant go? And where is Phoenix? No, where is Edgeworth? Hey, you. I like how your badge is the exact same pose that you're making right now. Can I talk to you anymore? No? Okay, that's alright. Don't worry about it, kid. I think that there's a possibility that I missed something in the evidence room. So, let's go see it. Can I talk to you anymore? No? Okay. What's up, Gumshoe? Well, this is awkward. I started a Phoenix Wright video and I haven't done any voice acting in the first 2 minutes. This is scaring me. I'm not lost. I can click on this again. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar.
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Speaking of, you want to take a pottery class with me? Okay. Well, that was new dialogue, but it actually didn't lead to anything. What about the jar? Hey, Gumshoe. What about the jar? Do you know about this jar? Can I present it to you? Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. Right, I don't know anything about that piece of evidence, basically. Anything about this glove? No. Right, and I couldn't see anything about this. You can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can, 50 cents. So maybe some of this evidence I just showed to some of these other guys. Let's see. Because I did get a lot of new evidence. I knew that I had a lot to do, but I forgot what it was. It's just I got a lot of new evidence. So, hey, Jake Marshall. The sheriff's back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. Right. All right. This is what he says when he doesn't know what it is. What about this unstable jar? No. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Where are we trying to get with this guy again? It seems like he is the next person that I need to get places with. So let me just present some things. Oh, right. I think I'm trying to get to the video evidence, the recording. Okay. Here's my badge. Didn't place much faith in evidence. They placed it more in their shooting. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. So he doesn't place much faith in evidence, but we need evidence to get somewhere. Okay.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record.
Yeah. Okay, we did this part. Maybe I should show this ID list to other people who are here. But I think I showed it to everyone. Because Gant is gone and Edgeworth is gone. But I showed it to Gumshoe. I showed it to this guy. I showed it to the Lunchland lady. I showed it to the Officer Meekins. And that's everyone who I can show stuff to. Okay, I think I actually showed him everything. Is there anything else I can show you?
This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But Art is always misunderstood, pal.
Art?
He was dancing proudly on the day of the award ceremony, but there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So they took the Blue Badger away for a while.
Really? Why?
Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful! I toiled night and day!
I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. Okay, I didn't get that part. That's cool. Yeah, that's fair, buddy. So they moved Blue Badger, huh? How is that gonna play a part in this trial?
Well, that's the photo that Miss Star took.
Anything you can tell us about it?
That Miss Star is quite the lady. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened.
16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. What happened? Wait, what? That felt like a lore drop. What happened, Gumshoe? That's how he feels about Angel Star. Or wait, is that how he feels about Angel Star or her sister? Okay, I've presented everything to you too. I just gotta present stuff to everybody who is available because I don't think everybody I need is available right now. What about Emma? Hey, Emma? Oh. I thought now that we entered the room, you were gonna, like, be able to point me in the right direction. Hey, Meekins. How are you, buddy? Hey. Oh, boy. Alright, do you know anything about this unstable jar? Did you take a look at this? Okay. Passing the buck. Alright. What about the unstable jar? I feel like that's a you thing. Could you take a look at this? No? Okay. And he doesn't know anything about the ID card record either. Okay, I presented everything to you. What about you, Lunchland lady? Could you take a look at this? Hot tea. Okay. It's actually been a while since I used her voice, so if I actually do need to present something to her, I hope I can remember it. Why is your saying, I don't know anything about that evidence so long, Miss Star? Okay, and I did present the ID card record to her, but she didn't know anything about it either. Weird. Wait, why am I lost? I'm not lost. This guard monitors the visitor's room. Seeing a fellow patrolman in here must make him worry about his own fate in life.
No comments from the peanut gallery.
Okay. Smile for the camera. Poor Officer Meekins. I think he knows he's being watched. Okay. I've examined everything. I've examined everything. Everyone's talk 2 points are checked. I've presented everything to everyone. I've been everywhere. I'm so confused. I haven't examined this room. Looks like it's cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. Egad! The bellboy was staring right at me.
He looks wimpy, but you can tell there's a sharp edge under that facade. That bellboy is going to be someone someday.
Wish someone would say that about me. Aw. Mia's plant Charlie. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. Huh? He looks a little yellow today.
Oh, I watered him just now. I mixed in a lot too.
You mixed in a lot of what? Mixed in what?
Why, my very own scientific additive. Well, Charlie, you like it?
I told you, he's turning yellow. Aw. There's a poster of the Steel Samurai on the wall. Maya stuck it up here on the day that she left. I didn't have the heart to take it down. I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though. Okay. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me.
Oh, I tried studying one of those just now. Remember what they were talking about in the trial today?
Oh, right, evidence law. So, did you learn anything?
Well, when I tried reading it, it made my head hurt.
Oh.
Then when I closed it, it slipped out of my hand and fell on my foot.
Oddly enough, I find myself identifying with her on this one. Mia's desk. I sit here even less now that I've stopped taking cases.
Uh-oh, I have a history test coming up next week. I'd better study. I'm borrowing this desk, okay? Let's see. George Washington was the first king of America.
What books are you studying? Sorry, Mia. Well, that was all new dialogue and very fun. But I think that's everything in this room. And now that's actually everything. Unless I can talk to you here. No? Now that's literally everything. Can I present you stuff? See this? It's my attorney's badge.
Ha! Well, I've never seen a real one before.
You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me.
Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit.
She analyzed it. Scientifically.
There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it.
Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. I think I might have even talked to her about some of this stuff.
That number was the clincher, wasn't it?
5842189. It's in the record.
The ID number of the detective killed at the police department that day at 5:15. But we found this card in the parking lot at the prosecutor's office.
Something to think about later when I'm not so busy.
Don't leave me here to do all the thinking alone.
Okay, I won't. Let's think together.
I bet you'd be pretty happy with a King of Attorneys shield too, huh?
We defense attorneys are a scattered, unrecognized bunch.
Still, I wonder why the trophy shield is broken.
It is pretty odd, huh? I doubt it has anything to do with this case, though. Uh-huh.
So, Mr. Edgeworth's knife was the murder weapon.
Right, or so the witness, Miss Starr, claims. She saw your sister stab Mr. Goodman with this knife.
You know, all of this is that Angel Starr's fault.
She's not the one on trial here.
Well, no, but she must have seen it wrong.
Her eyesight isn't on trial here either. This is actually an eye test. Here, see this?
Ah! I've noticed that defense attorneys have it today.
Okay, yeah. This is what she says when she doesn't know anything about it. If I present all this stuff to you... According to Miss Starr's testimony, Miss Skye used her phone right after the murder. She called you, right?
But she hung up right away, and it was a bad connection. I couldn't hear anything.
Because it was an underground parking lot, I suppose.
She did say something about a muffler, but got cut off.
Yeah, okay, we knew that. Alright, if I present all this stuff to you and you actually, it doesn't lead anywhere, I gotta look up some kind of walkthrough or something.
This photograph, Miss Starr must have been seeing things.
And photographing things? This proves Miss Skye was there at the scene of the crime. She's connected to this crime somehow. But how? Yep, good question. See this shoe?
It's got blood on it.
Why would this have been in the car?
It's evidence from an old case, right?
Right, the SL9 incident. It was already solved, apparently. This knife was stolen on the day of the evidence transferal. Maybe I should look into this SL9 incident. Yeah, we should. But how?
This stuff is pretty expensive.
You don't say. How much does it cost?
I'd say about $10 per gram. I saved up my allowance to buy it.
Your allowance? Does your sister give you that?
Yes, we don't have parents.
Disregard any jokes I've made about that in the past. Right.
Sometimes she even gives me a bottle instead of my allowance.
A bottle of luminol testing fluid? Man, I'd just take the allowance myself. Aw, okay, that is everything. We know Miles Edgeworth and Bruce Goodman's ID numbers. Somebody came in before and after Bruce Goodman, and that's probably the culprit. I'm guessing that Damon Gant is 7777777, just because he's extra like that. A chief of police or whatever, but I'm not certain. Okay, I did some things. Are you back? No. Oh, wait. Okay, I can click on stuff here. There's no check marks.
A leather jacket, a leather pants, and a leather...
Those aren't pants. Those are chaps. And that's a poncho up there.
Aha! A poncho! It sure looks cool, but the name is a little silly.
Hey.
This cactus sure is prickly. It must be real.
Best keep your distance from Billy there. You're liable to get hurt.
Billy. The cactus has a name?
Yeah, Billy the Kid.
Billy, you're wearing a cowboy hat on your hand.
Ah, my rawhide cowskin 10-gallon hat. I just picked that up, but Billy took a fancy to it.
Looks like it got stuck on the spines and he couldn't get it off. Aw.
You sure have a lot of monitors in here.
There's 8 cameras in the evidence room in all. 1 for each section.
Which monitor shows the section where the crime took place?
Why do cattle sit before the rain comes? It's not for man to know.
Unless you're the security guard responsible.
Wait, I thought that was gonna be what I needed to do. Oh, come on.
Look, on the floor, it's a lasso.
Looks like it's set up to trap something. I just roped me a steer with this here lasso.
What?
It was a bellowing moo, pal, moo. Detective Gumshoe, I presume? What? Don't be bothering my boy. The evidence room is beyond that door. I turned on the card reader. Go have yourself a ball, partners.
And I have the ID card, a real ID card.
Let's get this investigation started already. I was really hoping it was gonna end right there. Let's get this investigation started. Ends.
Look at this swinging door, just like a Wild West saloon.
Ah, sorry partner, but we're closed for the day. Huh? Y'all get along home now.
I think Officer Marshall really the Barbara.
I always wanted to say that. Come on. Come on. All right, that opened up some talking points with, no. That was all new stuff. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, maybe I was supposed to do that before going in here, and now that I did that, I can talk to you about the SL9 incident for some reason. I swear I couldn't do that before. Editor Jacob, check.
Now that was a bloody violent case.
Violent? So it was a murder?
A serial killing.
A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all.
But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill.
Rumors? About forged evidence?
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
Yeah, I know.
So that switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself.
The victim took the himself?
Hey, pal, look at the time.
Was there something you needed to be going to?
It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon.
Guys, you don't know. I have been recording for 27 minutes. I don't know how much you've seen.
I'm going to go give them my report for the day. It might help, you know.
Report?
What is that? What is that?
You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing about no problems?
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe?
I'm off, pal. Later.
Hey, he's a great friend. I should probably go see what Edgeworth has to say, too.
Okay then, let's go do that. Why not, I say, why not? I've been trying to talk to him all day.
Edgeworth! Oh, hello. What?
Guests. My apologies.
Oh, it's you!
Have we met somewhere before?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave, so I beg your leave. So long.
I think that was his voice. Is Edgeworth here?
There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Right.
Does the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am.
By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you.
Yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
Yeah, you're right. All right, we're back in it. We're back in it. So, how did the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
All right. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However,
Something happened?
they gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results.
Right. The murderer in this case is controlling all the evidence in this case. Great. Great. How do I know he's the murderer? Look at him. I see.
Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still.
Wow. I've never seen him this out of sorts. Aw, buddy. All right. I want to present to you stuff in order of importance. Oh, right. I'd better check this now.
As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage?
Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true.
Why? Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less.
Right, of course you were. Because look at the guy.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
Well, now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Oh my gosh, A116 case? How many cases are related to this one?
Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case.
Right, yes, you're right, sir. All right, A116. The tag says A116.
What's that got to do with anything?
Nothing, apparently. At least, that's what Edgeworth said.
That makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows? Maybe this might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice if this was the clue that was able to break in this case? It looks like that was all, so I'll back out of here and I'll continue presenting you with boring stuff. Luminol testing fluid!
Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea.
I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Right. Like this unstable jar. Okay.
I know you've probably got a hold on some information already, right?
It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. I just showed him the knife that was in the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in.
You are the man who revived my worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
Yep. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth. Why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Alright.
The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant.
That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then.
He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth.
What I want to know is, why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation?
In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't.
Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I will follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science?
Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminol testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know? Oh, the misery, everybody wants to be my enemy.
I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth,
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Cool.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Oh, I know what you're talking about, boy. I know what you're talking about, all right. Okay, let me just investigate this. That's a cute little cotton swab ball on the end of a cute little stick with a cute little bottle and a cute little rotation. Can I actually not inspect this at all? Okay, let's get going. So, hold on, how do I use it? Okay, I just have to be near something that can be used with it, I'm guessing. All right. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint.
Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker.
Let's use this secret weapon we just borrowed. Okay. Let's do it.
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
Quit procrastinating and choose a finger.
Okay, well, the thumb isn't a finger, but this is the clearest.
Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done.
Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes.
First, we sparkle in my eyes. We sprinkle the aluminum powder around.
Huh? How do you do that?
With enter, see?
What does that mean? Ah, it looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is, well, spread. Once the powder is well spread.
There was no comma there.
Just blow away the excess.
Huh? How do I do that?
With E. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, see?
Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though.
It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
I guess I'd better give it a try. Okay. Lay it on thick. Is there a fingerprint here that I'm getting, by the way? I can't tell. All right, blow away the extra.
Aha! You did it! You found one!
But this looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck.
Out of luck?
The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with this scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Looking at the locker door again closely.
Oh yeah, I see like a shadow of one down there.
It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well.
Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Yep, I see you. Do I know when I've like got it? Or do I just lay it on thick like this and then blow? Woo! What? What do you mean? Are you saying that I don't have a clear enough fingerprint? Let me get the edges a bit more and blow it away. All right.
Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling.
Dazzling?
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it is?
I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprints we most likely will find on this evidence locker?
Hold on.
So, whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker?
My guess is Gumshoe. Whoa, cool. Is that like a meter of how close we are? This looks pretty accurate. Dick Gumshoe. Compare. Match found!
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. I guess you never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend?
What are you doing, Emma?
You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Let's check it out indeed. Do I click right here? This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right?
Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this?
There go her eyes sparkling again. Yes, let's check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it with chemical means.
Any prints that are in the area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. So that means no prints?
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me!
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. So this is the bloody hand. Are there other prints here? Am I looking for it to glow? I don't think I am. So I don't really see anything like the last time. So I'm gonna click on this. Wait. Oh, enter dust. Wait, did I break it? Enter dust. Oh, I didn't see a fingerprint there. I'm gonna be totally for real. Okay. Editor Jacob, enhance there. Find that fingerprint. I'm giving you a lot of extra work. Guys, I have been trying to post videos once a day again because I'm not sick anymore and I don't have like as much stuff going on with allergies and like my cyst. But longer videos and videos where I get lost and the longer edits that I do are going to make that a little bit harder because my life requires me elsewhere, of course, so don't expect cool edits. If I did a cool edit, praise me. This is not Damon Gant. Jake Marshall. Is this your locker, huh? Looks like that matches. Match found! I like to think that that's in like the Wii Sports Resort voice. Hey, these fingerprints,
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record.
That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh. Oh!
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints. on a wiped bloodstain.
But why would Officer Marshall?
It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
I think he fell on his cactus. Remember when there was the bloody top of the cactus? I think he fell on the cactus and was like bleeding from his hand, and then he like tried to open up his locker. That's probably his locker or something like that. It's probably fine, guys. I think that's definitely a red herring. I hope that this is not a shorter video. I'm so sorry if it is. I did get lost for a bit there, and I just don't know how long I was lost, but I have been recording for 56 minutes now. So I'm gonna leave it here, and then we'll hop into the trial next time, but I've been trying to knock out videos faster and faster and faster, so it's not like I'm gonna be leaving Phoenix Wright for a long period of time like I did when I got sick, okay? We're gonna be back, okay? Just have a little bit of patience with me. We're gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, okay? Jingle jingle. I don't have keys with me or else I would. Thanks for watching though. Like the video, comment down below, and like, subscribe and all that so you don't miss any of my uploads, because I have cool uploads. And I think you don't want to miss them, okay? So be there. Or be square. Or be hair. E. Like me. Tom B. Stands for Tom Beatrix. I don't know what I'm doing. See you later. Peace out.